Alright, so today we're going to be trying out Endless Ocean Luminous. Now, I think around 2 years ago I played the first Endless Ocean on the channel. That was fun. I played Endless Ocean a lot and beat it on... I never played the second game because I heard it wasn't that good, but I played the first game when I was a kid, and I enjoyed it quite a lot. I beat the game back then, and I played it again for the channel, I think around 2 years ago-ish, and the game crashed, and I just chose to not continue that as like a series or anything, because I'm like, well, if it crashed there, that was like 2 hours wasted. I don't think I had saved, so I just kind of made it a one-off. But I had a good time with it, that was the thing. I like Endless Ocean. I don't know about the second one, I never played it, but I heard bad things. So, that is my context with the series. And this is the newest one, which is kind of weird because it's been like, what? It's been like a decade since the last game, so it's a little weird to see this IP kind of back. At least for this installment. I don't know if Arika is going to keep making more of these or not for Nintendo. We'll see.
You must be the new researcher HQ sent. It's nice to meet you.
This very much sounds like text-to-speech.
I'm your survey, exploration, and research assistant AI.
That makes more sense now.
I'll be providing support to you during your dives. Thank you for your hard work on behalf of the Ocean Research Project. The head office reports that you're one of their best. Please begin moving so that I can confirm your location.
Now, the funny thing is, I'm playing this about a month after it's come out now, and I bought this on release date. I pre-ordered it. I just have been too busy to get around to this. But I haven't seen much talk about this game after the fact of it releasing at all. I've seen nothing. I've seen nothing good, nothing bad. Nobody's talked about it. I remember there was a lot of talk right before it came out, and most of the reviews for this game were not very kind, but the thing I want to point out from what I witnessed with the reviews is, because I'm going into this with the assumption that this is going to be similar to the first game, at least in the gameplay aspect, which is what I expect. That is my expectations with this. Something similar to the first Endless Ocean. It's probably going to be a little different, but we'll see. But yeah, a lot of the reviews for this title were very disconnected with the audience for Endless Ocean from what I viewed. A lot of them were, I'll be frank, a lot of them were bitching that this wasn't something super complex and in-depth, like Flight Simulator for Microsoft or something like that. They're like, I literally saw reviews of people being like, well, there's no way to manage your pressure gauge and your oxygen systems and you can't die and all this other stuff. I'm just like, man, this is a game that is marketed and intended to be played by everyone ages 5 to 99. You're not going to give little Timmy, who's in middle school or elementary school, and just wants to have some edutainment game to play fishies, you're not going to have him learn about, like, pressure sickness or anything weird like that. That is not what this is. This is much more of a very chill edutainment game. It's not some sort of... It's not really a sim game.
Now, let's make sure the lens is in your...
And I don't know if any of these reviewers really understood that, because they seem to have been thrown this title to write a piece about, and then they just gave their immediate thoughts on it, and that's not really how this works.
When you scan a creature, you should be able to see its biological data. Try scanning the fish over there.
And I'm not gonna be... I have a bias with the first Endless Ocean. I'm gonna judge this one based on its own merits compared to that one. I'm not going into this with like, hey, this game's super great. It was just annoying to me to see all these people kind of give their thoughts but not really seem to understand what the series was. They were going into this thinking it would be like Euro Truck Simulator or something. It was like, no. It was really weird. Well, we got some Humphead Rassies. They do be humpin'. Get close to the fish, hold L to scan it. Oh, just L. I forgot what the button... I haven't played my Switch in so long that I forgot what the L and R buttons were. There's the Z, L, and the... Okay, yeah.
Keep holding the button, you'll be able to scan more creatures.
I've been playing way too much PlayStation, and even then I haven't been playing video games that much.
Data is transmitted to HQ. Scan more and more organisms to build up your reputation as a researcher. You might have noticed that after you scanned it, the light you saw on it disappeared. I'll get into why that happened at a later point.
Okay.
This is the Veiled Sea, an ocean region whose topographical features are in constant flux. Feel free to explore, and simply let me know when you are ready to continue your dive training.
Yeah, I don't mind the text-to-speech voice. It's a little strange, but it fits with the Endless Ocean theme and vibe overall. In the first game, if I recall right, it was mostly just text boxes. You didn't have anybody saying anything. A new chapter in the story has been unlocked. You can access it from story. Dive right in here. Okay, so this is the online mode. That's kind of that's the gag, the gimmick for this title, is that you can have multiplayer dives. I might try that once, but I'm mostly going to be playing this on my own, I think. Play through the story here. Yeah, we're going to be doing the story. I don't know if this is going to be a series or not of me playing this. That'll entirely depend on whether or not I like the game. Let me check out the options. I think right now we're just going to keep everything the same. And yeah, I never expected another title for this series to come out. I thought that this series was dead. I'm happy that it has continued. And I hope this game is pretty alright.
We've arrived at the canyon. As you can see, there's only a narrow passage between the cliffs. Our destination is a nearby cave. I'll mark its location for you.
I don't think... Now I'm trying to feel the game now that we're actually kind of in it. I don't think this is the Endless Ocean 1 engine, because the physics for your swimming feel different. They feel good. It feels smoother than Endless Ocean 1. Endless Ocean 1 had a very weighty, almost realistic kind of feel to it, which was both good and bad. This feels a little lighter and smoother. This feels way smoother than... If in this itself doesn't show that, it feels very smooth. So I wouldn't say it's the most realistic, but it feels a little easier to move around in this than it does in Endless Ocean 1.
Down currents tend to occur in areas like this that have steep drop-offs. A down current occurs because the water is actually falling into the crevice toward the seafloor. Isn't nature fascinating?
I feel that last little blurb sentence to be a little pandering and annoying, but it's text-to-speech, so I will take it as just the AI being like that. Isn't nature fascinating? It's like, yeah, that's why I bought the game.
You will notice a large reef composed of many diverse species of coral. We call this the world coral. It's home to a unique ecosystem, with numerous creatures living in and around it. Research shows it is critical to sustaining life throughout the Veiled Sea. But look here. Some parts of it are dying. The cause of this necrotizing effect isn't currently understood. But it appears to be spreading, gradually killing this bustling hub of underwater life. If the necrosis continues, a point of no return will be reached. The world coral will die. It is a critical part of the ecosystem in the Veiled Sea, so such an event would profoundly impact life here and in the surrounding. Project Aegis was founded to investigate why this is happening and stop the necrosis before it's too late.
I just want to have a little mini annoyance of the word Aegis. Prior to Xenoblade, what? Xenoblade Chronicles 2, I think? I had never really seen that much of the word Aegis. I see this word thrown so much around in video games that it means nothing of import to me anymore. Whatever... I've never looked up what Aegis means. It's probably just some sort of thing... It's a supreme kind of word. Like, oh, it is, you know, the top of something or whatever. Anyway, I don't know. I don't care. All I know is I see the word Aegis thrown around so much for, like, the apex of something monumentally important or something, or related to a character that is a protagonist or something like that, like in Xenoblade. It's just like, oh, this word I see around so much, it's a cliche.
You are now the newest member of Project Aegis.
Great.
Well, ready to get started?
What happens if I say no? Ready? Sure. It's not a no, but it's an uncertainty. I'm just gonna say ready.
Of course, as your assistant AI, I'll continue to provide you with navigational guidance and research support. I should note that you will not be allowed to return to the world coral without specific clearance from HQ.
Okay.
Now that you've gotten a good look at it, we'd better be on our way.
Right. So that is to show you what your goal is. Here is the world coral. You need to heal it. Go back out in the ocean and heal it. That's fine.
My sensors are showing an increase in activity. The cave is starting to shake.
Why would an AI say, huh? An AI would not... A text-to-speech computer assistant program would not be surprised. It would just immediately tell you something like it's doing now.
Analyzing.
There's a little weird writing here.
I detect unusual biometric signs.
They, like, tried to give this AI some snark or personality, and it's a little... It feels a little jank. Oh, look at that! It's like seeing Ho-Oh at the start of the Pokemon anime show. Well, we'll get to see that later on, I guess.
Sending emergency transmission to HQ. Major disruption occurring at the world coral. Researchers in the area may be in danger. There it is, and it's enormous. It looks like an extremely large variant of coelacanth. I've searched our database, and there are few examples of a coelacanth of that size, or with that golden coloring.
It's even gold like Ho-Oh.
I
This is
understand you want to
Pokemon.
investigate, but it's not safe.
Yeah, that thing would probably eat me.
Seismic activity detected. The seafloor is shifting.
Oh
There's a
no.
risk that that creature will be agitated. I advise not to go near it. Use a dolphin kick to get away faster. You should be out of danger now. And you're vital. It's unusual to have such a strange experience on your first expedition.
Yeah.
Then again, this is called the Ocean of Mystery for a reason. I hope we meet that.
Okay. Right. I think I'm gonna shut the AI's voice off for this. I don't mind the narration, but I don't feel like it's really adding too much. It's just fine. It's just a thing that's there. I would just prefer to read it on my own, to be honest.
Testing.
Goodbye, voice. You were alright. A strange stone tablet. HQ reviewed our data and confirmed the creature we saw last time was a new species. I can only hope that we see it again, but for today, we'll focus on finding salvage. There are lots of objects to be discovered in these waters, from household trash to ancient treasures. Part of your role as a researcher is to salvage these artifacts, bringing them to the surface so we can study them further. To help you learn, you'll be joined by another diver. Here he is now. Oh, he's wearing orange and red. Hey, my name's Daniel. I already know yours, Turner. Heard you got pretty shook up. Nods. Daniel is one of the most senior divers on the team. He's very knowledgeable about the Veiled Sea. Shall we get started? As Daniel would no doubt tell you, the best way to find salvage is to look for glowing objects on the ocean floor. How about we make it interesting? A friendly competition? You're new, so I'll try not to embarrass you too bad. Collect salvage. Find salvage before Daniel does. We're gonna be the best trash collector in the world. Oh, okay. How do I... Okay, yes. What? Okay, that was a little confusing. I picked it up and it wanted me to give an emoticon for it? For some reason? Salvage found. Well done spotting it. Hey! You've got instincts. So that's why you're Rookie of the Year. Won't stop you from getting smoked. I got a nose for treasure, just watch. Transmission from HQ. We've been asked to relocate to the northwest and search for salvage there. We're gonna beat Daniel and become the greatest trash collector the ocean's ever known. Nothing can stop us. Oh my god, it's an ukiyo-e. Okay, I'm clicking A. It says... Like, this is the annoying thing. It's like, I held down A to get to it. Then it says to... Like... Okay, and then I back out of the menu and it acts like that was what we were supposed to do. Okay. Yeah, that's a little confusing and annoying. It's like, hey, hold down A, and then it gives me an emoticon prompt. I hit the emoticon, and then it's kind of stuck there and doesn't tell me what to do. So I just mash buttons getting out of the menu and it works. Okay. Salvage found. It seems the harder something is to find, the more valuable it is. Ugh. All I found was a piece of junk. Not my best day. HQ has granted permission to search in the northeast. Please continue looking for salvage. Right. Oh my god, we found a load of condoms down here. They've been used. Those are mine, man. Ah, shit. I don't know. Just some weird-ass trash down here. Oh my god, we found the slab from Courage the Cowardly Dog. You located a strange slab. This merits further investigation. I'll call Daniel over. There's nothing on it, it's just a grid. Huh, nice cutting board. Nice. And I thought my haul was bad. It appears to be a stone tablet, a very old one. The square pattern suggested might be a chessboard. I'll cross-reference against the database and try to provide further analysis. Please stand by. Surveying. Compiling. Results found. 74% match. This appears to be a relic of the Oans people, who perished tens of thousands of years ago? Okay. Did you just... The Oans? I don't even know if I'm saying that right, but sure. You're kidding me. Little is known about... Oh, wrong person. Little is known about the Oans, but it's said they built a thriving civilization on the Veiled Sea. Atlantis. In legend, they are referred to as the Guardians of the Sea, an advanced people who lived in harmony with the ocean. There's a certain Oan's treasure I've been trying to find for years. If this is it, I'm gonna have to kill you for it. Give it here! Heck, in your beginner's luck. The value of a genuine Oan's artifact would be immeasurable. I feel like Daniel's gonna kill me now. You know what that means, kid. That thing. That could be actual treasure. Request received from HQ. We've been asked to bring the tablet back for study. Ooh boy. I got walloped so bad my head's spinning. If it really is an Oan's artifact, it would be a monumental discovery. HQ will confirm and provide compensation accordingly. I don't return to the base. Daniel does with the tablet. Oh, he couldn't make it back. He had a pressure sickness, and he had strangled me underwater. We had to outrun a shark, and sadly, we couldn't save him. Good morning. I hope you were able to get some rest after all the excitement yesterday. Today, I'll be teaching you about tagging. Tags are a useful way to communicate with other divers, but they can also help you navigate around the ocean. Let's start by tagging a creature. Scan one and select the tag you want to apply while focused at it. Okay, there's a lot of filters here. Honestly, this dreamy one kind of reminds me of... The chroma's a little high on it, but it kind of reminds me of the original Endless Ocean. This one's better. So, what are we... We're in, like, some sort of... Okay, there we go. I was like, yeah. I'd say, first off, on my thoughts about the beginning of this game, the game is conveying the... It's conveying control points of the game, but it's doing more in the vein of goals of the game compared to actually teaching you the literal controls of the game first, which is a little confusing to me. Sailfin Tang. And we can add a tag, apparently? Is that what this is? Just... It's not letting me select anything. Oh, there we go. Okay, I have to use the D-pad for that. I'll give it a thumbs up. Tag successfully applied. Okay. So, this is like Instagram, but with fish. Fishtagram. Now you know what catfishing is. Tags can be applied to salvage. Let's try it. I can give a thumbs up to garbage? Okay. There appears to be salvage in the area. This is this is kind of different than the first Endless Ocean in that there's some weird emoticon aspect to this that I don't fully understand why it's here, but sure. It's not bad, it's just differently weird. A hairpin. Yeah, that's an awesome hairpin I found down here. It's been here for 15 years. Tag successfully applied. This salvage will now be marked on your map. You can also see tags on your map from divers who are sharing with you. It'll go into more detail. I'll go into more detail about this later. It looks like Daniel saw your tag and decided to head this way. As all social media stalkers do. I saw this picture of where you were. I'm gonna follow you there. Hey, Sarah walking you through tags. I'll never say no to checking out new salvage. He loves trash. He loves it. Receiving transmission. The researchers at HQ have concluded their study on the artifact. And? Did we hit the jackpot or what? The artifact was confirmed to be an ancient relic of the Oan's people. HQ is referring to it as the Mystery Board. Huh. Mystery Board. Okay. On it are squares containing inscriptions relating to the mysteries of the Veiled Sea. They've been called the 99 Mysteries. For some reason, due to properties not understood by HQ scientists, the squares appear to be capable of producing light. Jeez, the thing glows. It's a regular nightlight. You don't think if we solve the mysteries, the squares are going to light up? Scientifically speaking, that wouldn't be possible. Then again, it would be hardly the first phenomenon we've seen with no rational explanation. You mean like the giant fish we saw at the beginning? Or all the magical ruins in the first... I have no idea how connected the first Endless Ocean game is to this one or the second one. I'm just going off of that principle, as I've said before, but... This seems pretty on par with just researchers doing stuff and then weird stuff happens in the ocean and you have to kind of figure it out. That's kind of what the story's always been. Kind of magical Atlantean adventure stuff. If it wasn't in a title like this, it would be very in place in a point-and-click adventure game in the 90s or early 2000s. Call it Diver's Intuition. That thing's a tracker. A guide to the mysteries of the Veiled Sea. Anyway, sounds like it wasn't the artifact I wanted. You can keep it, I don't want it anymore. What I'm after is something much more valuable. Bona fide treasure. Look at his stance underwater. The mystery board will prove very valuable if it helps us learn more about these mysterious waters. Or shows us how to save the world coral. Yeah. So far, this is fine. Oh, this is the end of Chapter 1. I don't know how many chapters there are for this. Lighting the way. Hello there, I see someone has decided to join us for your last day of training. Daniel. He's just there. No, not on purpose. Was in the neighborhood, that's all. Look at this pose. He's acting cool guy. Oh, look at that large ocean sunfish specimen. Oh, look at that large ocean sunfish specimen. Sunfish specimen. Can I say that? I feel like I'm having a purple burglar alarm moment. Large ocean sunfish specimen. I can if I enunciate it, but let me try saying that fast. Large ocean sunfish. Large ocean sunfish specimen. Large ocean sunfish specimen. Large ocean sunfish specimen. Oh, screw off with that. Large ocean sunfish specimen. I cannot. I hate this. I hate this. I found a phrase I can't say without it just being weirdly slurred. Check out that large ocean sunfish. Man, I'm feeling like Limmy right now. Oh my god. I can't say this phrase because of my accent. Check out that large ocean sunfish specimen. Thank you. Enunciate. Saying that 10 times fast I cannot do. I can't even say it twice as fast. It seems like the perfect subject for a scan, yeah? Daniel must be feeling competitive after you found the mystery board. Today, you'll be free to make your own way through the Veiled Sea, using what you've learned as you explore. Man, large ocean sunfish specimen. Just rip my mouth open, jeez. Large... That's gonna bug me for the rest of the day now, you don't understand. Large ocean sunfish specimen. Thank you. Okay. Well, we got a manta ray. That is a large ocean sunfish specimen. Nice. I love how you can see the emote for it. It's like liking something on social media, and then you just see it swim away from you. Look at him. Oh, that's kind of ridiculous. I like that. That is stupid. Is there a shark we can do that to? Or something? Just something really ridiculous. That would be lovely. Large ocean sunfish specimen. Large ocean sunfish specimen. Large ocean sunfish specimen. Can't go that way. Ocean sun... Oh, right, we gotta get the ocean sunfish. Thread sail filefish. I think that's the same. There's the sunfish. You're looking pretty two-dimensional, buddy. You may notice that creatures are easier to see after you scan them, since the shroud of light around them goes away. HQ's working hypothesis is that there are luminous bacteria that get repelled by electromagnetic waves from our scanning arrays. Sure! There's your magical pseudoscience to explain video game mechanics. The process is known as collecting light. Is that why the subtitle to this is Luminous? Right. You take the light away so you can get a good look at the fish. Wow, our oceans are so irradiated in the year that this is taking place that all fish are just coated in luminous bacteria. It is a sad future we're heading to. So that's our job, basically. We gotta scrub all the fish. We gotta poke them, scrub them, get rid of that bacteria, you know. Transmission from HQ. We have updated information about the status of the world coral. It is dead. HQ monitoring systems have detected light emissions at the world coral in a what? What is that word? In a concomitant reduction in necrotic matter. Concomitant? I don't know what that word is, but sure. It seems that somehow light is returning to the world coral and restoring it. Remember, this game is supposed to be played by 10-year-olds. They're supposed to know what concomitant means. Light healing coral, that's a new one. The ocean of mystery strikes again. Huh? You guys hear something? Oh, it's the big guy again. That thing's the size of a skyscraper. Whoa, what is that? Look at that, it's the same large coelacanth that we encountered last time. His name is Jacob. What are you doing? Get out of there! No, I want to touch it. Risk level, moderate. While its temperament towards humans is unclear, the creature does not seem as agitated as last time. I advise trying to scan it, but please be careful. Yes, I will go towards it and scan it. Where is it? That is a seawall. Oh, there he is. He's big. You did it. Scan successful. I'll transmit our data on the supersized coelacanth to headquarters. Coelacanth. I'm used to pronouncing them as coelacanths since I was a kid, so I'm messing up that pronunciation. It's coelacanth. HQ has assigned this new species the name Raja Emas, which translates to Golden King. It's never been studied before, so needless to say, the data you gathered will be quite illuminating and luminous. I chickened out and swam away, but you did it! You might... Oh, wrong person. You might not know what HQ maintains... You may not know that HQ maintains a numbered database of unidentified marine life, or UMLs for short. Okay. By scanning Raja Emas, you've officially discovered a UML. Congratulations. Your career with Project Aegis is off to a promising start. Why are you're clapping underwater? That doesn't make any sense! Whoa, the mystery board. Have you ever clapped underwater? It doesn't really work. Strangely, it seems to have... Strangely, it seems to have started shining in response to your discovery of Raja Emas. Huh, told you, Tracker. The squares on that thing are linked to the 99 mysteries of the sea. It appears you were right. We'll have to keep an eye on the mystery board as we do our research. Man, what a dive. Been a while since I've had one this nuts. And with that, your training is now oh, wrong person again. I don't care. Your training is now concluded. Between finding the mystery board and discovering Raja Emas, it's been an eventful few days. I look forward to working with you both again. Happy diving. Okay. I am going to take a sip of water while we are diving through the water, because there is a lot of talking here. Yeah, so far this isn't bad. Oh, is it kicking me out? I think it doesn't let me progress the story until I just kind of play the game on my own now. We'll try the share dive right now. Nintendo's community guidelines apply to online fans and can be found on our website. Please be considerate of your fellow players when you play online. Display name. Yeah. Can I do this actually? I don't have a Nintendo Online subscription, so I don't think I can. And I'm not gonna buy a subscription for this. We're just gonna do a solo dive then. We might not do any multiplayer dives today if that's the case. Focusing on creatures, press and hold L to begin scanning. Okay. Returning to the main menu. You can return to the main menu at any time by pressing plus to end the dive. Okay, this mode seems to have a few more instructions on how to literally play the game. They might have intended you to do this before jumping into the story mode. I don't know. A banded hound shark. Long-tooth grouper. Manibar goatfish. Six-gill stingray. Black perch. Yeah, this is kind of what you... This is what you buy Endless Ocean for. It is to interact and look at fish and swim around in a magical undersea adventure. Luna lionfish. Pacific long-nose parrotfish. The eyes on this guy are very close to its, like, ridge, the middle of the fish. I don't know if that should be the spine, but yeah, its eyes are pretty way up there. Japanese red sea perch. Black spotted puffer. Fox jackapeaver. McCosker's flasher wrasse. There's a lot of unidentified fish in here. Sea Goldie, male. Spiny tooth parrotfish. I don't know why it, like I clicked on this one and it went to another fish. Rainbow sea perch. These are all rainbow sea perches, okay. Barramundi. These are all barramundis. Oh my god, we got crabs or they're lobsters. Ornate rock lobster. Rock lobster. Marquesas butterfly fish. Sea Goldie female. Goldtail demoiselle. If I butcher any of these names, I am sorry to whatever country decided to use their language to name them. Yellow long-nosed butterfly fish. Wow, yeah, so you just scan once and then you just get a full list of the fish that are around you. Okay. That actually makes things a little bit nicer and easier. There's just barramundi in here. Striped sea perch. Is that a green sea turtle? Yep. Or a squid. Or a cuttlefish or something. Golden cuttlefish. White spotted wrasse. Okay, I kind of want to go to another area. Is that seems to be out here. There's something here. Fish carving. Nice. Okay, I saw that shadow creep it, and I'm like, there is something massive above us right now, but it just took a moment for the shadow of the cliffside to register with the game. Okay. You know, it's also kind of weird how this is a late stage Nintendo Switch title. Like, the rest of this year and probably next year for Switch titles are going to be either modestly big things and weird ideas that they just are throwing at the wall to see if they can get some money or market out of. Like, things like this. We have Luigi's Mansion 2 is getting a remaster for the Switch this year. We have Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door just got a remake yesterday. It came out from when I'm recording this. I'm not picking it up yet. I'll get it later in the year. I don't believe I'll do anything with it with the channel. Cacao Maharaja. It's a very nice looking sea turtle. We got a new... The only other Switch game that I'm actively excited for, aside from this one this year, which these are just my tastes, but is the new Fantasy Life game that comes out in the fall. I'm very excited for the new Fantasy Life. Fantasy Life on the 3DS was one of my most played and favorite titles of the system. And the 3DS is my favorite system, so... I hope that game is good. We'll see. If not, it's a shame. Dogtooth tuna. Ooh, that's a shark. Blacktip reef shark. But yeah, if you're not into gameplay, this is the gameplay. This is generally going to be the core gameplay of this game, aside from the story mode, where we're kind of handheld through the story of the game. If you're not into this, and you don't find it chill, or zen, then maybe this isn't really the game for you. That's not a bad thing. Everyone has different tastes. Sawtooth. Gypsum statue of a man. This is the kind of thing I would collect and then give to Octavian in Assassin's Creed Valhalla. There's a dolphin. The common dolphin. Oh, okay. I can also just read a whole biography, like a little statement about it. I didn't know you could do that with any of these. Okay. This dolphin has overlapping patches of yellowish brown and gray on its body. It eats squid and small fish. Because the species has a nervous temperament, it is rarely kept in captivity. It lives in pods with other members of its species, mainly in temperate and tropical waters, and likes to swim alongside and ride in the wakes of man-made watercraft. This is rare, apparently. Big-eye trevally. I believe in Animal Crossing, a few of the titles maybe you can catch great trevallies or gray trevallies or something like that. They're very they're worth a lot of bells. I remember that. At least a modest amount of bells. Somehow this species evolved to develop dark white spots that look like polka dots. It has a playful personality and a slow, considered way of swimming around. It is certainly a rare big-eye trevally specimen. Sea ruff. The body colors of this fish vary from reddish to brownish to blackish. The density of the markings also vary. The spines around the face and on the fins are venomous, so it is best not to touch this fish with bare hands. No touchy. No touchy. Blue-green damselfish. Found in shallow waters near coral reefs, this tropical fish has a slightly protruding lower jaw. Its shimmering emerald green scales change color as the light hits them. A timid sort, it prefers to swim in groups. In moments of danger, the entire shoal of fish will dart to for cover behind coral. Right. There's something else in here, too. Nope, that's it. Bicolor angelfish. This yellow and blue fish lives in rocks and coral reefs. One male breeds with a harem of several females, while when the male leaves, the largest female becomes male and takes over. Smaller females do not change sex, as they would not be able to participate in the harem without gaining size. Oh, another turtle. Leatherback turtle. The largest turtle in the world. It has large fins and a dark leathery back with several ridges instead of a hard shell. The total population is small, and it is considered an endangered species. Its diet usually consists of jellyfish and salpas. I don't know what salpas are. And it is capable of maintaining its body temperature in cold waters, as well as diving as deep as 1,200 meters below the surface. Righty. Rainbow trout. Now, these you catch quite a bit in Animal Crossing. The name for this fish comes from the rainbow color of a male's body during its breeding season. It undergoes a unique process to the Salmonidae family called smoltification. Ah yes, He-Man! My newest wizardry, smoltification! Yeah. I don't know, that sounds like some sort of medieval wizardry kind of word. Smoltification. I like it. Which allows it to migrate between rivers and the ocean and thus move from freshwater to saltwater, or the other way around, without running into issues. Just like other salmonids, this fish has pale oval-shaped patterns called parr marks in the juvenile word. Just like other salmonids, this fish has pale oval-shaped patterns called parr marks in the juvenile stage of its life. Okay. In the juvenile stages of its life. Painted sweet lips. Look at those luscious lips. A large fish living in shallow areas of coral reefs and rocky reefs, eating benthic organisms and fish. It becomes more nocturnal as it matures. The young and adult fish look nothing alike, with the juvenile having black stripes and a yellow or white abdomen, while the adult is pale with orange spots. Right. Yeah, I think the character model looks fine in this. An eel. A white-spotted conger. This fish lives in muddy areas of shallow seas, though it will sometimes move to deeper waters. It is distinguishable from other eels by its brown color with white spots. It has a larval form called a leptocephalus during its juvenile period. It is actually transparent. I probably botched its name, but I don't care. Yeah, I am curious about... I started that sentence wrong, but it's like... The developer for this game is Arika, and they made both of the previous Endless Oceans as well. They're a subsidiary that is rather forgotten about inside of Nintendo. Kind of the same way Genius Sonority, who made the Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness and Pokemon Coliseum games, tends to be forgotten. They still exist. A lot of these smaller internal studios in Nintendo still exist. They are generally just put on the back burner. A lot of the time they still retain their staff. Like, most of Genius Sonority from 20 years ago is still the same, like, 20 people who were working there 20 years ago. Instead, they're just making, like, Pokemon apps and things like that. They have a... specifically bringing up Genius Sonority, they have a Dempamen game coming out soon for the Switch, if I recall right. I've never played any of those games, but that is their series, and I believe they have a title of that coming out soon. But yeah, Arika, to my knowledge, has generally only made these games. Aside from that, they assist with other titles. Broad Cowtail Ray. This ray sports a tail that not only has a venomous stinger in it, but is adorned with a frilly piece of skin. It tends to bury itself in the sand sea floor with only its eye sticking out. It swims in shoals and may sometimes appear in freshwater rivers. Next time you skinny dip in the river, this guy might be there. Ooh. It's kind of scary. What is this? It looks like something that belongs in Sonic Frontiers. As you look at the indecipherable characters, the vague impression of words, like a conversation in a half-remembered dream, appear in your head. The sea and the land, filled with a power they knew not what to do with, collided with one another. The tower sank into the sea, and the Ioannis were scattered and lost to time. The words that have drifted about in your head disappeared, and it feels like the mystery board trembles just a little. Japanese whiting? Whittling? Okay. I like how we read that, like, story-related tablet magical thing off of this, and then immediately find the smallest fish yet. It looks like a tiny little guppy, something you'd put in a sardine can. Pearl Spot Chromis. This fish has big eyes for its small body and lives in large groups near coral reefs and rocks. Its body color can vary from gray to dark brown in other colors, and it may have white spots near its fin or tail. After a female lays its eggs, the male diligently protects the nest and tends to the eggs. Just like an emperor penguin. Oh my god, look at this long guy. Look at this thing. It's like a stick. Red cornet fish. This creature is often called names like flute mouth due to its physical resemblance to the wind instrument. The suction power of its slender snout increases when sucking in and eating small creatures. As it grows, its red color gets darker. Okay. It's a lot more passive in the background, but I do have to say, the music sounds alright. It sounds like what I would expect for a title like this. Whoa, that shark just came zooming out of there. Okay, that's the same one we saw before. Harlequin Sweet Lips. Is this like the hot goth girlfriend of the fish world or something? I'm trying to make a joke. I saw a shark. Ooh, what is this? Is this a beluga? Oh god, it's an orca. I brought this up during Assassin's Creed Valhalla, but I watched an enormous amount of David Attenborough BBC Nature documentaries. I watched Frozen Planet 2, Blue Planet 2, Planet Earth 1, Planet Earth 2, The New Planet Earth 3, Seven Worlds, One Planet, A Perfect Planet, The Green Planet, and am I forgetting any of the planets? They sure love naming them after the word planet. Let me look at my shelf up here. No, that's all of them, yeah. But orcas are covered quite extensively in both of the Frozen Planet. And maybe a little bit into the Blue Planet stuff. I forget if they were or not. When you watch all these series, which take place over the course of 20 years in general, a lot of the episodes can kind of bleed into each other, because sometimes they go back and revisit a species in a segment, like muskox. There are like 2 or 3 times they visit muskox in these series. Orcas are the same way. They're in like 2 or 3 or 4 times they cover orcas. So, all I learned from the orca stuff is that they are incredibly smart and very, very creepy. They are they are creepily smart in how they observe, coordinate, and are great strategists in hunting. A marine mammal with white patches next to its eyes. It is a social carnivore, hunting in small packs consisting only of direct relatives. At the base of its dorsal fin, there is a gray pattern called a saddle patch. This is unique to each individual and does not change, making it a useful identity marker for an orca. Right. Pacific herring. Ooh, a hammerhead. Scalloped hammerhead. Please don't kill me, orca. That's the different thing here, is that if this orca saw me right now in the water, it would probably try to fight me or kill me or something. Big Eye Trevally. Threadfin butterfly fish. Scissortail sergeant. Oh, this guy's a long one. It's another eel. Large head hairtail. Rare. bicolor parrotfish red. A bicolor parrotfish of a rare red hue. It seems to have changed colors by ingesting pigments in the region's algae. Vibrant red shade aside, it still bears the unusual expression and small mouth particular to this glum-looking species of fish. Whoever wrote that thinks parrotfish are glum. Okay, that's a menacing-looking shark right there. You see that in this position you're in? You do your best not to wet yourself. Thanatos! What is this thing? It just has the name Thanatos. This enormous great white shark is featured throughout the Aegean Sea, where it is seen as an embodiment of evil and violence. It actively attacks people in boats, tallying numerous brutal incidents. It's covered in blood! Oh. It actively attacks people in boats, tallying, its many scars are proof of the countless battles it has fought, and it has cunningly evaded all human attempts to ensnare it. This creature is a monster, born of years of ferocious fighting that can be seen all over the world, but only rarely. You know, oh my god, it is so gruesome looking. Look at this guy's mug. You know, this is what I want in my Endless Ocean games. This is what I want. Just some bizarre monster fish. That is wonderful. Granite. Heck yeah. Jimmy, did you have fun in your edutainment underwater game that I bought you for your Switch? Yeah, Dad. I got to see Thanatos. What's a Thanatos, Jimmy? It eats people. It's covered in blood. Okay. Did you see it do it in game? No, but it gave a very vivid description of its endeavors and everything about it. It was just like, oh god. You know, what's the rating on this game? E for everyone. You know. A legendary deadly shark that is bloodied up and has cuts and gashes all over its body and looks terrifying. You know, the scariest thing in the first Endless Ocean game was the whales. The whales were scary because of how huge they were, and whenever they showed up, it was a moment. It was like oh my god, this huge living organism is in the zone with me. These things were, especially if you went into the deep, like if you went into the pitch black deep end of the ocean, there's a section for that. I didn't get to that, I don't believe, in when I played it 2 years ago. But when you see a sperm whale going vertically past you in the dark, that is scary stuff. That is like, wow, that thing just came out of nothing. Yellow goosefish. It's like, I don't need to play, like, games like Resident Evil, Silent Hill. What's another game that I don't find scary that some people do find scary? I'm just gonna say Five Nights at Freddy's, I guess. Games that, like, are normally horror-centric in some way, or psychologically scary, things like that. A lot of things like that don't really scare me, because it's just a video game. You put me in a situation like this where I'm playing something kind of peaceful, calm, and fun, or whatever and such, and then you throw something that's just out of nowhere like that, I'm gonna get scared. What is my marker? It's like seeing something, like you see that doop, doop, the little blip going on my crosshair. Oh. Okay. Yeah, it's like, it's going nuts. It is actually activating the HD rumble in the Switch Pro controller when it does that. Fat Greenling. Man, this guy is a flathead. Japanese Sleeper Ray. We're gonna go in here and just see if there's anything. If you think I'm just I am kind of just aimlessly swimming around, but there is a map up in the corner I've been using as well. That seems like something a lot of people might not really notice at first. Blotched Fantail Ray. Spanish Hogfish. Tiger Puffer. Can I go above the surface? No, it is straight up an invisible wall of sorts. I want to say in the first game you could go above the surface, but it would be rather... there'd be nothing really to do with it. Eventually, when someone makes a free cam for this game, it'll be kind of neat to see what actually the game environment consists of in this. Japanese Fan Lobster. "9% of the area has been explored." Wow. This place must be huge, then. A leaf coin. Nice. That's nice. I will say, I'm not really seeing any fish around the coral that they have strewn around here. This would honestly make the most sense as a biodiverse area, and I'm not seeing much of anything. Teardrop butterfly fish. Yellow tang. Brown trout. Oh, okay, I'm just trying to get to grips with some of the other controls for this. So pressing minus just completely gets rid of the HUD. It's interesting. This brings up the menu. I was wondering if there was a way for me to maximize the map so I could see more of it. But it does not seem that I can. Oriental butterfly fish. Great amberjack. Blue tang. You know, from Finding Nemo. It's Dory. We found it. We found her, guys. We found Dory. Royal angelfish. Can I get the one in the middle? I'm trying to point at the blue one in the middle. Line surgeonfish. No, I don't want the sea goldie. I don't want the angelfishes anymore. Just give me whatever. This is like a different blue tang. It's weird looking. Please, let me have it. It's not showing up in this list for some reason. Oh, thank you. Sailfin tang. Okay. We already had it, but for some reason it was showing up as not found or whatever. I don't know. Flathead gray mullet. Oh, we're actually over quite a drop. Can we go down here? It wasn't letting us go down before. Yeah, we're going down. Ooh. The music's shifted. It's kind of spooky now. Blotchy swell shark. Man, you got given a bad hand genetically. You could have turned into it. You could have been born as a tiger shark. You could have been born as a great white. Nah, you turned into a blotchy swell shark. Oh, I am sorry for that, bud. That's unfortunate. Here's another tablet. As you look at the indecipherable characters, the vague impression of words, like a conversation half remembered in a dream, appears in your head. Fortunate and... What is that word? Enmeduga? Fortunate and Meduga left words to a select few. Words that told how to regulate the great waters and maintain peace. Okay, so that tablet we found in the story pretty much just allows us to find these lore tablets that eventually, I'm guessing over 99 of them will paint the full picture of whatever the Oannis plot point is. That's fine. Oh, there's another one. Wait. There's something nice here. A typewriter. Nice. Spotfin porcupine fish. Hey, here's some actual coelacanths. Coelacanths. Peoples scattered the world over built civilizations, grew ambitious, and fought one another for land they claimed as their own. Right. Right, it's the beginning of Nausicaa. Yellowfin tuna. Mankind's ambitions have destroyed the world. Pacific bluefin tuna. We keep finding these random barramundis. They're just suspiciously placed. This is also kind of a weird placement. Look at this. It's just like individual fish placed against a wall over here that seem to bear very little resemblance to each other. Orange spine unicorn fish, striped. An orange spine unicorn fish with rather unusual stripes on its body. This atypical pattern may be a survival adaptation as it blurs its outline and obscures its movements to predators, and research drone data indicates... Research drone... Do you mean driven? Research drone data indicates that there are many such predators nearby. I do just want to point out that the writing for this description is 2 sentences. One of them is being very run-on. Clown triggerfish. Yeah, all of these species are new. They're just kind of lined up here on the wall. Bicolor parrotfish. A regular one. We found the red one earlier. Banded angelfish. Orange spine unicorn fish. That is not rare. Okay, I think I see the end of the map up there on the... Yeah, it looks like we're getting close to the border of the world. I'm going to try and hit it. What do we got? Just a boundary. Yep, nothing. Interesting to see that there are coordinates on the map itself, A, B, C. It's gridded out the same way. Oh, and numbers too. A0, A1. Okay. Yeah, that reminds me a lot of Zelda Wind Waker and how its map functions. 12% of the area has been explored. A historic 3-pronged lance. Nice. Pyramid butterfly fish. Southern bluefish tuna. Tasseled wobbegong. This shark is flat and wide. Okay. A siphon. Nice. Oscillated eagle ray. He looked rather happy. Yeah, I'm just curious right now, how much further down does any of this go? A leopard whip ray. I think that's one of the tablets that we've already gotten. We'll take a look at it again. Right. So we haven't been this way. Short fin mako shark. Gold eye rockfish. Ooh, that dude is very small. Sea goldie carp pattern. This goes a bit deeper. Crab! Japanese spider crab. Shrimp. Or another lobster. Japanese spiny lobster. Kidako moray. I wanted to say that right. Ribbon eel. Believe Huntail as a Pokemon is based off that. It is now dark down here. Japanese angel shark. Look at this guy. Bow-mouth guitar fish. The front half of its body resembles a ray, while the rear half resembles that of a shark. Well, then what resembles a guitar? Oh my god, from the front it looks like a bug snack. I'm not gonna lie, the way its eyes and the shape of its head, it just kind of reminds me of a bug snack. Was that a whale? I'm not sure if that was just ambient audio or if that was... It was a whale. What kind of whale? Is that a humpback? Oh, it's a right whale. Alright. North Pacific right whale. I was gonna say, is it a humpback or a right whale? And yeah. It has an arched lower jaw opening into an enormous mouth and bumps on its head that can be used to identify individuals. It uses the bristles in its mouth, called baleen, to filter microorganisms out of the water and eat them. Because it takes a year for the female to gestate a new calf, the whale is quite rare, and efforts are being undertaken to protect the species. Right. Now, I will mention this the same way David Attenborough in one of the documentaries brought up. They are called right whales because they are the right whale for whaling. They are ridiculously comfortable with being around people, to the fact that you can get a ship right up to them, get divers in the water, anything, and they will just be very forthcoming about being around you. So they were, I believe they were almost wiped out, and with whaling being illegal now, they're making a comeback, but yeah, there is a tragedy with this species, of them being very trusting to humans and we taking advantage of that. Because they were the right whale. I did not even see this little guy here. Yellow boxfish, young. Okay, I was going for the orca. And then this, look at that thing. It barely even, I don't even know if you can even see it on your monitor. I'm looking at this on a 55-inch 4K TV, and it looks like the tip, it looks like a scratch, like a little pencil tip on my monitor, but I see it there. Wow, that is ridiculously small. Hey, there's Thanatos again. Still my favorite so far because it's ridiculous. What kind of turtle is this? Okay, this is the Maharaja. Parrotfish. Old underwater camera. Nice. Black swallower. Yeah, if that one fish was that small, I'm probably missing kind of some... I'm probably missing some of them. Black scraper. Marine betta. Ooh, a swordfish. Atlantic blue marlin. Long spine porcupine fish. Yeah, once again, looking at the map, we ended up back in the top left corner of the map again. I'm gonna try to go to the other corner. How long have I been playing this? About an hour and a half. I'm gonna see I want to see how far into the alphabet this map goes. So we're at B. Then there's C. We are in the sea. Hello, Mr. Hammerhead. Have I seen you? You look a little more muscular than the other ones. You're new. Great Hammerhead. I was like, oh, this Hammerhead looks a little more swole. Telescope. Nice. A blue shark. Okay, we got to G, and it's... Oh, gee willikers, we got a giant rock wall. If this is another barramundi... No, it's new. Giant grouper. Now, this area looks a lot like the first game. This kind of coral reef and the lighting situation it has. Reminds me of the first area in the first game quite a lot. Brilled parrotfish. Purple queen. Flame angelfish. Okay, giant sigil underwater. As you approached the ancient disc, it felt as though someone's voice coming from a long way off was echoing in your head. Return here while swimming aside the singing sacred beast. Okay, so we gotta come back here with a whale somehow? Okay, and that's actually the edge of the map up here. There's a few items here. A backpack. Nice. Mermaid accessory. Are you telling me mermaids are real? I've seen the lighthouse. I know how they get humans. If you know, you know what I mean. Droplet coin. Nice. I just love how many yellow tang are here. Yellow tang, 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 scissor-tailed surgeonfish. My brain couldn't comprehend because I was stuck on yellow tang. Yellow tang, yellow tang, yellow tang, yellow tang. Blue tang. Ooh. Alright, what else do we have? What are you guys? You guys seem kind of lazy compared to all the yellow tangs over there swimming around. Orange line triggerfish. Bowers parrotfish. You're very colorful. You look very new. Zebra shark white. This zebra shark was born with a mutation that gave it an all-white coloration. It's called being albino. Sharks like this are popular among divers for their striking appearance. It is not yet clear how the coloration will affect such an animal's ability to survive and evolve. It's very nice looking. Okay, I hear the whale. Where is the whale? Oh, there's the whale. What kind of whale? It is a humpback whale. Can you come with me, dear singer of the sea, to the magic disc that will give us a wish? That didn't rhyme, but I made it try to sound like it did. Like a true rapper. You gotta make things... You gotta fake it till you make it. Can I, like, grapple this thing and then direct it over there? Is that possible? Do I just have to wait at that disc until something, you know, comes by? Because it doesn't seem like I have any ability to control this thing. Please, Mr. Whale. I'm begging you. I will give you $200. Please. No? Okay. Well, goodbye. You look kind of chubby. Oh my god, it's gold. Gray nurse shark. That is not a gray shark, man. That is a piss shark. Look at him. Oh no, Mom found the piss shark. Telling me that thing was gray. What is this game on about? Short-tail stingray. This is a sawfish. Dwarf sawfish. Right, I think I'm kind of good with what we've been doing here in this mode. Oh, I can swim down. All right, let me take a look at what's going on down here, and then, yeah, there's a lot of sharks. This is where you would be scared. There's a lot of hammerhead sharks down here. Oh, is this like the deep? Yeah! This is what I was waiting for, the really deep chasm. Look at this. Now, if they wanted to recreate... This honestly is not as dark as it is in the first game either. In the first game, you could not see anything a foot away from your face. This is a lot more bright. Yeah, this is way brighter than it is in the first game. But this is very nice to see that they still have stuff like this here. Yeah, going into the deep section like this in the first one was actually a scary thing. You had weird sharks down here. You had all the weird deep sea fish. You had sperm whales. You had weird... I think there was like a weird dolphin as well down here. It was all very alien. The scalloped hammerheads seem to be like the only thing down here, though, which is kind of strange. Because you can also find them up above fairly easily. Maybe this is an event place? Because that's the thing. Some of these fish probably, like in the first game, are on some sort of day-to-day period of time timer for where they're supposed to be, what they interact with, and things like that. I'm assuming anything down there would be related to that in some way. Given that there's nothing down there. Oh, there's more of these. There's just these little holes down here. There are things down here. And they're barramundis. Yeah, I'm getting the vibe that the barramundis might be... Like, the way that they're placed, they just kind of come off a smidge of meme-ish, in my opinion. It's just like, oh, you found this new area. Here's a barramundi. Samurai squirrelfish. Japanese lates. Lattes. Lates. Yeah, okay, so this connects back into that. I'm gonna double check down here again. Just to see that nothing new has come down here since. Yeah, I don't see anything. This is where I would expect to see a sperm whale. Just coming vertically down from the surface, and it's scaring the crap out of me. But nope, all we got's a bunch of hammerheads. Yeah, I don't know if we can view them. Oh, I'm dumb. X. Wow, okay. Yeah, we've actually explored very little of the center of the map. It's all been around the edges so far. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff here. Well, in terms of just area size, this is a big map. A tiger shark. Box of 100 colored pencils. Nice. That one's one of the more random items that we found out here. Just a box of colored pencils. Signet ring. Nice. Stocky Anthias. Anthias. Blackfin Barracuda. Yeah, I think I'm good on the free swim stuff at the moment. Unless I see a whale or something crazy like a sunfish in the next couple minutes, I think I'm good. Rare. Apollo. A giant sunfish of a golden color, said in certain legends to be the sun itself. It may be because of the way it looks when it goes leaping out of the water, like the morning sun rising out of the ocean into the sky. Such tales have earned this fish the moniker Sun Dancer. Okay. That was a rare one, right when I was saying, I think I'm good. Yeah, I like this. I do. I know I'm talking a lot during it, but I am pretty chill and zen about this. This is very interesting. A goblin shark. Striped marlin. Splendid Alfonsino. Cloudy cat shark. Sea pigs. Big-eyed flathead. Anglerfish. Fanfin. Oh, we got some whale bones down here. Longtooth grouper. Green. That is a very close-up image of the sea pig. Yeah, this is a whalebone cemetery. A lot of these splendid Alfonsinos. John Dory. You know, the next main character of the third Finding Nemo movie, John Dory. Well, you know, I think this is plot relevant in some capacity. It's just a giant ruin underwater. Nothing strange about this at all. That is some Southeast Asian looking architecture right there. Okay, so this is domed at the top, so yeah, you wouldn't have been able to get in here from the top. I'm trying to zoom in when it covers over it, but I'm not getting anything from that. It seems to go into the wall. Can I do anything with this, or is this relevant to the story plot? Because this is very deliberately here. This is a centerpiece of something, but I can't interact with it. Okay, it's on the map. So no matter what, we have it. That's all that's down here. Right, now that we've found that, we'll stop with the Free. We got another whale. One second, I gotta see what one it is. Humpback, okay, we've already got that. Anything else? Anything else the ocean wants to throw at me? I don't think so. I think we're clear. Maybe now. We've explored over 25% of the map down here, so I think we're clear for moving on, as I say, as I find another thing. Asian sheepshead wrasse. Yellow bar angelfish. Let me just circumnavigate. Let me just navigate this corridor real quick. It'll be fun. You'll see. There is stuff in here. White tip reef shark. Singular bannerfish. Singular. Just one. No more. Just one. This is a tight squeeze. And it goes back down into some depths. Yeah, the more I explore this, the more I'm realizing that the geography of this whole map is very irregular. It's not just like, oh, vast plain, and then you have one deep sea area. It's very varied. Right, okay. I'm going to end the dive. Rank 5. Creature dive capacity from 20 to 30. I don't know what that means, but okay. Dive report. 63,000 whatever P. I got 6,000. I guess the point, whatever the points are, turns into cash. It looks like I scanned over 297 fish, maybe, if that's what that means. 0 points for teamwork. There was no teamwork because it was just me. A lot of exploration, a lot of salvage, and a lot of research. Gold medal on the research. Can we continue the story now? No? Scan creatures 500 times. Complete chapter 1 and 5. I have to scan 500 creatures to continue to chapter 2. We have scanned around 300 creatures. So, I have been playing this for over 2 hours now. I'm going to give the online dive a try, and if not, then we'll do one more solo dive. I'm not sure if it's going to put us back in that same map. I think it will, but we'll see. Join a dive. I don't have a dive ID. Okay, so there's no random selection kind of thing? Right. Start a dive. Please wait. Nintendo Online Services are available. Yep, okay. No, I'm not doing anything with Nintendo Online Services at the moment. I don't really want to pay for it right now. So we're just going to do another solo dive at this moment. And just see how that goes. Since we can't continue the story because we haven't played enough free diving. Continue previous solo dive. Start a new solo dive. Okay, so it's if this is real, if this is what I think is going on, it's kind of like a roguelite, is what it's making itself out to be from what I'm seeing here. So I have this run, and I can either start a new run or keep going on the run I have. Okay. So 27% of the map has been found. 8% of the fish biology has been found. All of that scanning we just did and the reading I did, all of that was 8%. So we're going to go back. I'm guessing then that today we're just going to be here for the rest of this. So that seems to be the case. I'm fine with that. I did kind of want to see more of the story, but that seems to be kind of blocked off at the moment. Yeah, and it seems we start off in the cave we started in before. I do wish that it made it... The only thing right now that I'm like, you know, that could be better. I wish that the identifier for what fish you have not interacted with before was a little more clear. Because right now, to me, it kind of is just you swim up to every fish and see if you've interacted with it. Feathered hat. Nice. Whatever that yellow golden sheen kind of thing with the luminous bacteria, all that, whatever that is, that doesn't seem to really be a thing here. At least I'm not noticing it, unless I'm just not. Yeah. Because all of the fish that you see just have this, like you look at these ones, they have kind of a bluish thing to them if you get close enough to them and you haven't scanned them. So just some type of way to tell me what is something I haven't interacted... Like this. You see that? It's like it's just got this blue covering to it that goes away after you interact with it. But then something of the same species next to it also still has it. So you're like, okay, you just go and click on it. That's the main point of this game, is to click on fish and learn about them and interact with them. But I do wish that it was a little more clear about which ones you have and haven't. That's my only thing. And that's not a big deal to me. I could see how that would get annoying for some people, though. Okay, we're going to keep moving forward this way, because this way is an area we have not really been to. Japanese eel. Eel-tail catfish. There's another shark. It's another tiger shark. Another siphon. Indo-Pacific sailfish. Empty bottle. Nice. There's some nice trash down here, man. Big fin reef squid. Another dolphin. Bottlenose dolphin. Silver octopus statue. Nice. Red Sea Bream. Some aquarium somewhere just stumbles across this video and decides to take every single snippet of me saying one of these fish names and use it for like some audio interface on. Oh, there's Thanatos again. Use it for like some sort of like a button in front of the exhibit for the fish. That would be a funny highlight video, actually. Me just compiling every single one of the names that I say for one of these, like, scalloped hammerhead. Just every single fish that I've said today, whatever 300, 400 that we get to with this, and just make that like a super cut of the whole video. Just, okay, this is Endless Ocean. All of the names just in order, and then that's the end. It's just, that is, if I still did... I used to do highlight videos, but they took a lot of time. I think the last one I did was Ghost of Tsushima for the PS4. None of those videos are active on the channel anymore. They're still on the channel, but they're not active. And those took me quite a long time. The Shenmue 3 one actually took me a couple weeks because I had to dedicate some time to rewatch all of the videos. And I had I made that supercut, that highlight video, like 4 or 5 months. I made it in July of 2020, and I finished that game in March of 2020. So anything that I thought was interesting, like funny or otherwise of note from that playthrough, I had generally forgotten by that time. So I had to rewatch all of Shenmue 3 and make the edit at the same time. I think that came down to like a half hour of a special. But yeah, I think Ghost of Tsushima for PS4 was the last one of those I had done. And then after that, I was like, you know, honestly, this is a lot of work for virtually no views. So I just was like, you know, cut my losses. I just won't do these highlight videos anymore because they take a lot of time to make and they don't get any real like uptick in views. And they didn't like transfer. There was no feedback to because the point of those videos was to get interest to the actual full playthroughs and such. That was the main point of those, and generally with a lot of channels, that is the main point of those, is to push people to watch the longer form, full content of the playthrough that they might have otherwise not watched. Mahi Mahi. But yeah, they didn't do anything. I think the Ghost of Tsushima one was the most viewed, but it still didn't translate into actual views. It's the same thing with these days with like YouTube Reels or Facebook Reels or TikTok or any of that kind of stuff. A lot of the content that's on that stuff, I don't use any of that. I never have. But a lot of that transfer rate is non-existent. People just watch those 5-second, 30-second videos, and that's all they'll ever watch of your content, and they don't watch anything else. They'll just watch that one 30-second video and call it a day. So that video market is not sustainable at all. You get your 5 seconds of fame. If in one of those actually takes off, you get your 5 seconds of fame and that's it. You don't get anything else. And to me, that's both lazy and not really interesting. I don't understand viewing videos that short. Black Marlin. With anything, I have always been a long format creator with this stuff, and it is also just what I like to watch myself. And of course, if you like something, then you're gonna make the same. You're gonna like make this kind of stuff that you enjoy, because that's what makes it fun. It's like my favorite movies are the extended editions of The Lord of the Rings. I like watching hour-long to multi-hour-long nature documentaries. The streams that I watch on YouTube can be anywhere from 2 hours to 5 hours or more, depending. Do I watch them all at once? Once. Sometimes, but most of the time no, because I have things to do. But I like that. I just like long-form content like that. I like long-form videos. Even when I watch stuff like specifically on YouTube, I watch things like Defunctland, Bright Sun Films. I like watching Archipel, which is a Japanese art documentary interview kind of channel. They do very good content. They don't post all the time, but they do post spectacular content. I like Ahoy. I Finished a Video Game is a more recent channel that I've started enjoying. They just put up like a 4-hour series retrospective of Onimusha. And they do a lot of things like that, where it's like, this is going to be a 5-hour-long retrospective, deep, literal, and in-depth of something like the Metroid Prime series. Things that are very hardcore into experience and facts, and do not cheapen things with it being short or anything like that. Things that are very well put together and thoughtful. So, I don't know. I don't know what made me go off on that little tangent, but, you know, I'm just kind of swimming out here. I'm not really seeing any new fish. I don't know where. There's Thanatos again. I'm not really sure where this thing was getting off saying, oh, I've only seen 8% of the biology out here. Because everything I'm kind of running into now is the same. Japanese jack mackerel. Great barracuda. Thanatos. He's got some big luscious lips as well. Chicken grunt. Okay. Who decided to name that fish Chicken Grunt? Yellowtail. Albacore tuna. Hey, what kind of music you like listening to? I listen to albacore. Take a listen to this, and it's just albacore tuna making like weird noises that a fish can possibly make with its face. I assume it's something like this. No, that's just Gollum suffocating on a fish he's eating. Nice. A buoy. Weedy stingfish. I'm not gonna lie, I like this a lot, but I think I'm good. I have other things to do right now. Actually, now that I'm looking at the clock, it's kind of time for me to go do some other stuff that I have to do. So I think we're gonna cut it here for Endless Ocean today. I might be back with this. I'll decide on that in a couple days when I give it some thought. And we will see. By the time this video goes up, whether or not it has a number on it or not will actually determine that. But, at the same time, I might go back and decide later on, maybe we will do more. It is a mystery. So, thank you for watching this. This is Endless Ocean Luminous. I think it's fine. I'm not getting as much like fun out of this as I did with the first Endless Ocean, but I think it's fine. Obviously I've played this for how long? 2 hours and almost 20 minutes. And I still am just like wanting to see what else is out here and to interact with the fish. So the fact that, ooh, what is that? Like that, it's just like, ooh, I want to see what that is. That is kind of the main driver for this game, is like seeing something and being curious. So, would I recommend this? I think it's fine. I wouldn't get it at its full price, which is 50 bucks. I think that's a bit of a stretch. I think this is a good $30 game from what I've played so far, and what I assume the rest of the story and everything else about it is. Ooh, what is that? Is that a blue whale? This guy is big. Yeah. Blue... That is a heck of a way to end this. We found a blue whale. But yeah. I think this is fine. I still think some of those reviews were really just overblown with guys who didn't understand what this is about. I've enjoyed this. Like, look at this. This is wonderful. Thank you for watching. We'll return next time. And have a good night. Eat me! Eat me, you big mammal! Do it! Do it! I'm gonna stick my fins into your blowholes. You know, the most hinged things to say to a whale. We'll do one last read, okay? This is the last read as I crack my knuckles. The blue whale is known for its huge bluish-gray body. It is the largest mammal on Earth, with some over 30 meters long. The water it blows can reach as high as 10 meters, and the 60 or more ventral plates in its throat open when it feeds. It travels widely, and its call contains low-frequency wavelengths that travel well in water and allow it to communicate with other whales up to 160 kilometers away. I don't know where it went. It is gone. Oh, I guess one more shark too. Oh, it's a weird-looking shark. You see, there's something new here all the time. Pelagic thresher. What the heck are your eyes? Yeah, you got some weird-looking eyes, buddy. How much of life can you see? I just faintly heard the whale off in the distance. It is coming. It knows where I live. Anyway, yeah. So we'll continue with something next time. Probably Assassin's Creed Valhalla, I don't know. We will see. In any case, thank you for watching, and have a good night.